Kia ora, welcome back to the Far Q.
Season 1 review.
This time we're jumping into Season 1, Episode 9 with Gemma Major.
Honestly, I get speechless because this person has been so
Mm-hmm.
The value that they bring to my life right now is beautiful, and I just want to uplift that.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to say, I'm so grateful for Gemma. She's been instrumental in this change that I went through in March 2021. I could have done it without her, but it would have been so much harder. Yeah.
I love that you claim your power there.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I probably wouldn't have done it at the time that I did. I would probably still be in that older situation. So Gems, so much love, man, so much love.
Thank you.
Yeah. In this episode, Gemma talks to us about her experiences of mental distress, what her journey as a young person has looked like into motherhood, and the journey that she's taken to claim her power.
And we really honour the way that Gemma rides her journey with ease, giving us this taonga from her kete of experiences.
Boundaries are amazing. That's actually something I'm really trying to work on right now. It's like, what is a boundary? Where do I have them?
Yeah.
What are they for?
This complex plays out in various ways, and the relearning of these structures enables us and empowers us all to connect with her next gem.
My understanding of it is that we just always need to be doing, achieving, creating, making, leading, executing. And if you're not productive, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not successful. And
what even is that? Come on.
Exactly. And how do we get to define it for ourselves when that is different norms that have been set up? And I think for me in the startup space, startup is hustle, startup is grinding, startup is 80 hours a week, and I feel like I could really prescribe to that because I'm like, the limit does not exist, I have no boundaries with this because I'm trying to create something here. But what I think I've learned is that you get to create, you get to execute, you get to be productive, and you get to rest. You get to be. You get to be in this moment.
Success is always and will be subjective. You either create your definition or follow somebody else's. This really drives home our next gem.
I really resonate with that, over the last couple of years, being like, oh, I'm too busy to meditate. I'm too busy to journal. Oh, do you know I'm a mum? Oh, do you know that I'm an entrepreneur? Do you know that I sit on a board? Just all this external world stuff that you're just like, bitch, sit the fuck down. You are not unique. You are not unique. So having some hard truths of everyone got their shit, and the realization of I am using things in my outer world, work, volunteering, motherhood, friend, whatever, to distract myself from what it is I actually need to do.
That last piece for me really, really resonates, particularly with the change that I made. I don't know, I talk about it all the time now because I'm so proud of that change that I made in March 2021. That change from switching from full-time work and investing so much of my time and my energy into something else and working for someone else. And I mean, for some people that's fine, that's enough for them. But for me, I knew that I wasn't using my voice and I wasn't claiming my power. And so that piece just resonates so hard because I was distracted. I was using employment for someone else, particularly full-time employment for someone else, as a distraction from things that I actually wanted to do. And I just can't believe that I did it for so long. But I also have to give myself grace that I was doing the best that I could with what I had at the time.
Thank you.
But yeah, now that I look back, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Yeah. That piece hits hard for me. This piece hits differently from when we recorded to now. Because when we were recording, I was just about to make that change. And now, however long after, I can see the difference.
Yeah.
And like there's a couple other episodes too that we've gone through that I'm like, oh my gosh, like that hits so differently now.
Hard.
Yeah.
And then would you say that you still make excuses from the outside
Oh
in
yeah.
your now?
Yeah,
as
for
well?
sure. Of course. I'm distracted. I like, but consciously. Some of them consciously, I would say. Because I do still work currently. I do still work part-time for an organisation.
Yeah.
But that is also bringing my dreams into this reality.
Right.
My dreams are to do these things. My reality is that I have bills to pay. I can't exist in this world without an income. But I chose a distraction in quotes, of employment, but the employment that I chose to do still aligns with my values. Whereas the last employment that I was doing was great for me at the time, but once my values changed, or once I actually aligned with my values and aligned my life with my values, I just couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. So yes, I do think I'm still distracted, but I'm aware of it. It doesn't mean that it's okay, but it's just the reality of living in this realm, I guess.
Hard, yeah.
And I would say there's probably also some distractions that I'm unconscious of or not aware of.
Can you stop talking? I'm feeling exposed.
Me to me.
Yeah. Like, me trying to run away from it. Yeah, it's a you to you. Eh?
Yeah. What does this app bring up for you?
Like, to me, it's an invitation to really just sit with my choices.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like the way that she's able to really excavate her own reflections and to reflect on the reflections and then to figure out a way to bring the reflection back into this world so that it can be a practical application or a practical walking thing as opposed to something in her head. I feel that that's the most intelligent thing someone can do for themselves.
Yeah.
For you to not only be stuck and be crippled with your thoughts and to be crippled with the because the outside world is the outside world. The inside world is also crippling in terms of being like, okay, I'm reflecting, and then I'm reflecting on that, and then I'm reflecting on that, which then comes back to how do I actually come back into the real world and make change and make action upon my reflection. And to me, that's the juice that I really feel makes me admire her intelligence. Like I look at someone like that and I'm like, you're so intelligent for you to be able to go in deep inside and then come out with like actual practical, clothes to wear that the clothes being the changes she wants to make.
Yeah.
That then she's gonna try in different spaces and places. And I think the way that she talks about boundaries is I feel like those are her versions that invite me to figure out, okay, well, what is boundaries? What are my clothes or what's in the closet for me that I can try that are boundaries? And I'm like, those boundaries just keep on coming back to being like. And I feel like that's why right now I'm feeling very empowered by wanting to put boundaries in places where people are actually not aware of their own actions in relation to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like it's such a one of those, like, I could totally gaslight myself as well in trying to be like, well, who the fuck do you think you are to put a boundary there? You just learned about boundaries. And I'm like, why the fuck not me?
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, if I just learned this and I want to put this into place, subjectivity tells me it's me. My breath tells me my power is me. And I'm like, I don't know why I would, like, because I feel like going back to a lot of our conversations today, actually, a lot of people like tried their hardest to even get to version 1. And I'm like, I don't want to try hard to get to version 1. I just want to make the choice and do it.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at, where I'm like, I really appreciate her intelligence. Like, her intelligence in this space is something that I feel like, yeah, you could miss. If you weren't listening, you could really miss that this person has really done the work, the inner work.
Yeah. For sure.
And those are just 3 of the many gems that are actually spread across her whole episode with us. So if you want to check that out, please, 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 we invite you to go and listen and then try on different pieces for yourself to see how that feels for you, how that sits for you, how that simmers for you. And if you want to innate action out of that, go hard, like dive in the deep end. And I feel like that's a different type of creativity, like, you know, the creativity in life where you try on different things. That's a type of like artistry that I'm like, I feel like that's what that's my new like thing where I'm like, like that, we'll try that.
Yeah. And please, like, jump in the comments. We want to have a conversation. We are opening up a conversation with you for this. So jump over on Instagram, let us know all the things so that we can continue this conversation. Kia ora.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Ka kite.
Kia ora.
Bye.